Hello there, I'm Keith Klein. I'm the instructor for the COMM 101 84N course. That's the online course, and I want to give you some hints, some things you need to know about to make the course a lot easier for you. And in order to do that, I'm going to call up some information so that we can show you the kinds of things that you'll need to have grounded very well for you to be a success in this class. So let's start with the area of announcements. The green tab in Blackboard has announcements at the very top. I'm looking at my computer over here so I can see the same thing that you can see. First announcement is instructions for sending email messages to me. It is absolutely crucial you do that, because when a message comes in with the information as I've outlined in the subject line, then it'll go immediately into a folder, and that's where I'll review everything that we need to review. Always put the term 143, essentially means spring 2015. Then always put the name of the course in there, and that's COMM actually it's the number space dash space, then COMM in all caps, and then 101, and then space dash space 84N space dash space, and then whatever it is you're writing about. All right, that's how to address messages to me. Photo ID. You need to immediately send me a photo ID. I will not accept any speeches from you until I have a photo ID. It must show your picture. It must show your name on the photo ID. It's crucial that you do that, and you do it immediately. Don't turn it upside down. I can't rotate it. It's got to be facing the camera, and it's got to be facing the camera so I can read the writing on it. Easiest thing is a driver's license, but you can do your college student ID too. Fantasy name. I need a fantasy name from you. The fantasy name I need by Monday, March the 23rd, no later than 8 a.m. And that's a little change from normal, because normally all assignments are due Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. So make sure you get that to me by the deadline. The fantasy name is known only to you and to me. Nobody else. You'll never use it in any of your speeches. You'll never put it on anything you write. It must follow the convention that we've outlined. No more than 8 letters, no numbers, and it must be a name that you will remember, because I'll put it in my stuff here, so I'll have that. And we also need to make sure you get it to me by the deadline of 3/23/2015. And there's some samples there of the kinds of names you can use. Don't use any. If your name was Woodworth, for instance, your nickname, your fantasy name cannot be Woody. It's too easy. People will figure it out. Fantasy names follow the directions, and it's pretty easy. There's some messages there, the attention of the students, that are talking about the course and the books and things like that, and some critically important announcements you need to pay attention to. Number 1, you need a camera, a video camera, not a cell phone, not an iPad, a video camera and a tripod so it doesn't bounce around when you're talking. And that needs to be in addition to the fact you need an audience of 6 people, at least 16 years of age or older, for every one of your speeches. And so you can check that, read that all out, and also understand failure to turn in all of the speeches in this course will result in your getting an F for the course. You will fail the course if you don't turn in all the speeches. All right, there's some stuff in there about a first day announcement, about things you're supposed to do. Read that. Make sure you understand it. And then finally, there's a kind of a welcome to COMM 101, the public speaking course. Now, after you've done that, I want you to go back to the Blackboard, and you'll see the Start Here tab. I've just clicked on it, and there you'll see the syllabus and calendar. Click on that line, Step 1, syllabus and calendar. When you do that, you will see a copy of the course syllabus and a copy of the course calendar. Print it off, do whatever you want to do with it, but you must meet all of the deadlines that are there. The syllabus is kind of a contract about what you need to do, what I need to do, so pay attention to that. Class sessions. Click on class sessions next, because this is where the meat of what happens here. The first thing you want to do is session number 1. So let me make an explanation here. You're taking a 16-week course in 8 weeks. That means that you're doing 16 weeks worth of work in 8 weeks. So normally there'd be 16 sessions, but in your case you've got session 1 and 2 the first week, 3 and 4 the second week. Get it? So you're doing 16 sessions, but you're doing them in 8 weeks. So each week you've got 2 sessions due. Make sure you do both sessions. Make sure you turn in all of the materials that are due on that. The course calendar kind of runs from Monday morning at 8 a.m. until Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Anything that needs to be turned in must be turned in on those time frames, or you will not get any credit for it. So let's take a look at the session 1. It says course orientation and speaking in public. When you click on that, you'll see some other things there that you want to pay attention to, learn a little bit about it. And as you go down, you will see required reading. You'll see some stuff about public speaking, the art of public speaking, and some information on giving your first speech and speaking in public. There's PowerPoints there. You can click on those and see those. And you want to go to the assignment and assessments. Click on that. That's where the information is you need to see. Now, the first thing you're going to see is register for Connect. You have to do that. You must register. You got the little code number when you got the information with your, sorry, never mind. You have to do that. You got the information because you bought the textbook when you enrolled in the class. I said that wrong. You register for Connect so you can get into Connect to do your Learn Smarts and some of the things you'll need to do. Notice there's discussion board session 1. Don't do discussion boards in assignments and assessments. There's a separate tab on the Blackboard, page 1, that says discussions. Do them there. Make it a lot easier on you. Notice the next thing is a COMM 101 syllabus quiz. Click on that and the quiz will be there. You have to answer questions, but you need to read the syllabus or you're not going to be able to answer the questions. Then you see the practice video instructions, what you need to do. Click on that for how to post your practice video. And that is due, by the way, coming up the 23rd at 11:59 p.m. You must post it before that deadline or you won't be able to post it. And then you'll see chapter 4, full speech video. There's an app for that, self-introduction. And that is kind of homework. You want to pay attention to that. And speaking in public and giving your first speech, which are the Learn Smarts, which you'll need to do. All right, so that's pretty much what you have in session 1. Now you go back to sessions, class sessions, and click on session 2. And when you do that, you'll see some more things. And the easiest thing to do is roll right down to the assignments and assessments. And when you get there, you'll see you have, ignore the discussion board there. You have an online speech assignment and peer review of the self-introduction speech. You can't do that until those speeches have been posted. So you need to wait until then, and then you can do that. Self-introduction speech is due this particular time, so you need to click on that to see what that's about. You have the self-evaluation form for the self-introduction speech. You have samples of outlines. You have a preparation outline and you have a speech outline, and you want to pay attention to those. And you've got a sample video there that shows you what to do. Now, I'm going to go to class session 3 because so far you haven't seen something you need to see. In class session 3, you have your first actual exam, and so you want to go to assignments and assessments. And when you click on that, you go all the way down to the bottom and you'll see exam 1. Exam 1 becomes available, and when you click on exam 1, that'll take you to the test. It's open book, and you will not see the correct answers, but you'll see your answers, and it'll grade it immediately after you submit it. Do not submit it until you're done, because you can't go back and redo it. All right. Now I want you to look at discussions. And in the discussions, when you go there, you'll see discussion board number 1. Now, I'll send out something on this, but this is crucial. First session, second session, it's too late to do this, so that's why I'm telling you now. You must answer the question by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Whatever it says there, you must do that by 11:59 p.m. The reason for that is, as you'll notice, you are supposed to respond to at least 2 other student posts. Well, if everybody waits until 11:30 on Sunday to post whatever their response is, you have no way of waiting until Sunday night. You like to go to bed early. You don't want to stay up until 11:30 to see what people posted in order to be able to respond to it. So, point 1, you must respond to whatever the discussion board is by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Then beginning Thursday morning, look through, pick whoever you want to respond to, and respond to them. All right? It's pretty easy. You click on the item that says Discussion Board Session 1, and when you click on that, you will see that there's a place that says, you can create a thread up there, and that's where you go to start your answer. To answer someone else, you do the same thing, create the thread, label it for what it is. So we need to know who you're responding to or whatever they put up there for a title. So for instance, I see Casey Brooks has already put a posting there. So for my response to Casey, I would say in the title, in the subject area, I would say response to Casey Brooks. Pretty easy. Need to respond to 2 people. All right? Now, what else do you need to know about? Well, if you'll go to the Grade Center, that's how you will see your grades, and we'll post those. When you want to go into the actual part of Connect, you want to click on the Communication and Tools. When you get in there, you'll see a McGraw-Hill red logo, and you click on that, and when you get into the red logo for McGraw-Hill, you'll see the things that you can do there. Go to my Connect section, and that'll get you to where the Learn Smarts and things like that are. All right, I know I've gone fast, and I know there's a lot there. I'll be responding to you if I get an acceptable fantasy name. If it's not acceptable, I'll send it back and tell you you didn't read the directions or their name's not right or whatever. The driver's license, the photo ID, I'll respond to that too. It's a lot easier for you to call me. You have my phone numbers. Call me. I'd much rather talk to you than write long messages in emails. It's too easy for us to misunderstand each other. And it's much easier if when you have a question about the course, if you're sitting in front of your computer and I'm sitting in front of my computer and we're talking on that basis. It can fix things a lot faster. All right. This will be posted. You're going to have to send me a notice after you've seen it, telling me that you watched it from beginning to end, and and you must watch all of these, because when I do the critiques for the speeches, I'll do this for that too, and it's the way you'll learn what people are doing, not only what you've done right and wrong, but what anyone else has done right and wrong. You pick up some good tips from that. All right, that's it. I'm going to turn this off for now, and don't forget, you got a deadline. Your first 2 sessions are due Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. And I'll be sending out a thing about the discussion board Wednesday, Sunday deadlines. All right, you have a great one. Good night.